Well, good morning. I am doing what I call the 126 ride today. This is a ride that is the start is 10 minutes away from my house, and this goes along some pretty scenery and goes from Pine Junction to Woodland Park, and should be some pretty views. It's a pretty day out today. Right now, I'm sitting on the side of the road, just letting some cars that were in front of me get farther ahead, and just making sure that when a car comes from behind me, I'll get going, or may get going sooner. It's a little chilly this morning. It's 49, although it's breezy, so it feels even colder than that. Because yesterday it was about this temperature, but it felt a lot warmer. So I think I'm just going to go ahead and go now, and just go at a kind of mellow pace. This ride is not about going fast. This ride is about enjoying the scenery. Feels like one of my vents is open. That close. Everything's closed. Just feel like hair or wind hair on my head. I feel hair on my head. I feel wind on my head. So, yeah, there's cars behind me. I didn't go right. Have to go right in front of them. Hopefully they're. Excuse me. I'm sorry about that. Hopefully they're not total speed racers. Speed limit on this road is 35 in this area. I think might be 45, but nobody goes that. I'm expecting this to be a little busy today because it's a pretty day. Supposed to get some snow tomorrow. This is a quite popular road, especially during the summer. And obviously right now it's not summer. But it's spring, so it should be getting nice. Here in a couple months, it's Colorado, so we get snow through May. Yeah. So you never know what it's going to be like. This is the town of Pine Grove. Cute little town, especially for the houses right along the river there. Stunningly beautiful. I'm just probably 5 or 6 miles into the start of the ride. They have a rhubarb festival in this town every year. Stunningly beautiful. And that's Pine Grove. This is a pretty section of the road, especially during the summer when this is all green with a meandering river through it, sun reflecting off the river. Beautiful. I know I have this on ultra wide, so it's a little hard for you to see it, but take my word for it, it's beautiful. I don't know if this is all one ranch, but Obviously, this is somebody's ranch or ranches. There's usually some horses out here in the field coming up. Got a couple horses out there. That's just stunning. Beautiful. It's pretty in the winter when there's also snow covered. Some of the river is frozen over. I mean, it's beautiful now too, but there's certainly more pretty times here. I love when it's all green. Just so pretty river. Love how it meanders. This is a pretty section right here. The road kind of gets narrow. This section usually builds up completely with ice from the river. The river's all frozen over. There's no water being exposed. But obviously it's not that like that today. Speed limit goes down to 30 through here. This is a little community called Buffalo Creek. There's an old stone building over there that was built in 1898. I don't know how old this church is. And that house over there looks pretty old. But that stone building, the Conoco, where the Conoco sign is, that's 1898. And it's a cool little store in there. They have some basic essentials. Alright, that river has turned left and gone down that other road, which is another one of my favorite rides. So now I don't have a river next to me. It'll still be pretty. This is a big mountain bike area. Buffalo Creek. Tons of mountain bikers come here. Probably not today, but normally. Summer is packed. We're coming up to the high point of this road. And we're coming up also to a road called 550. It's County Road 550 or Forest Road 550, I don't know which. And that is a road that goes way back out there a ways. And there's some camping along it. I've camped there quite a few times. Also, it's another big mountain biking area. A lot of people will shuttle. They'll bring their cars up here and you can ride from the top up here down to Buffalo Creek. So some people will shuttle. The Colorado Trail also is a little bit down 550, and a lot of people are hiking and biking that. You'll see it in a second, and I can't see anything right now. Up where the signage is, that's the turn off to 550. There's Wellington Lake out there. And there's Pikes Peak off in the distance. We'll be getting a fair bit closer to it, where it's really kind of in your face. Quite dramatic. A lot of snow up there. It'll be a while before that melts. If I got 4 feet, imagine they got quite a bit more. There's a little shooting area off this little road over here to the right. Hopefully you were able to see it. Maybe an 1/8 mile back there. typical shooting area. But just saw a whole bunch of brass on the side of the road. So people just don't clean up. So I'm sure that shooting area is not long for this world. It's shut down a lot of crap that people just don't take care of. Kind of surprised I haven't seen any other motorcyclists yet. It's 10:30. So we'll look out right here, which I stop at periodically. There's also a little community here. There's some homes back here. And this is a big dirt biking and off-road area just on the other side of here. Here's that established campground. I don't know if it's open. Nope, it's not open. It's the point where we start to go down in elevation. Won't be able to tell on camera, but this descends quite a bit. So I may make a game time decision down here, come up to a place called Decker's, where there's a little general store or restaurant, and sometimes that's my turnaround spot. There's also another road from Decker's that cuts around, and you can make this a loop. That road is gravel, and I would expect that there's snow and ice on that road now, so I would have taken that. Summer I'd take it. No, not right now. Down here at the bottom, there's a trailhead for a hike, and also a lot of fishermen come down here, go fishing. I don't know where, and I've never stopped here or hiked from here, I think. And you see how busy this place is. Always busy. People have to park on the street. A lot of people. So now we're going to be next to another river, I believe. There's just a little creek down here. This turnoff up here goes up to Cheeseman Reservoir, and there's a whole bunch of dirt riding back in that area. Right on this turn right here. All dirt, but mostly just big wide road. At least the parts that I've been on. And then it takes you back into the burn area, so you have better views, but it's not quite as scenic if you like to look at trees. I believe there's some camping up there. It's kind of camping everywhere. There's a fish camp down here along the river. Private Fish Club, I think. Pretty, isn't it? Well, maybe not as much on the camera, but I can tell you, it's pretty to my eyes. I do have to be careful through here because of the big snow. We could be some dirt in the road from snowmelt coming off the side of these embankments. But it's nice to come through here when you know the road is clear. This is a nice little road. It's banked. Turns are nice. So if you don't have to worry about other drivers or schmutz in the road, like right here, there's some schmutz right here. So you do have to be careful. You don't want to go flying around the corner. Hit a whole bunch of dirt in the road. Periodically, there's also tops that might get down too. It's rare, but it does happen. So this is also a spot where there's a lot of bike crashes because people come up here and blow corners, and there's not a lot of room for air. Probably not going to die, but ain't going to feel good. Another campground here. And I think it's pretty busy because of the fishermen will come here and camp and go fishing. There's still some snow on the side of the road. So we'll get up to a kind of a straight area up here, and you'll see a lot of fishermen right before Deckers. There'll be a straight area. See some down there, maybe. And up ahead, it's Deckers. Stretch a little bit. You know what I'm going to do? There's a spot where I pull over. Had coffee before. I think I'm going to go there and stop, and that'll be my maybe my turnaround point if I feel like turning around. But this is Rainbow Falls Road right here, and I believe that's an entrance to a big off-roading area. I believe. I'm not 100% sure, but I know there's an off-roading area called Rainbow Falls, and I believe that's the entrance to it. I think there's several ways to get to it. That's one. Just try to hitch my nose through the face shield. We're coming up here shortly to my little break spot. I'm hoping it's in the sun. So it says it's 57, just doesn't feel like it. It doesn't look like, looking at the trees, it doesn't look like it's windy. It should be warm enough. Stretch a little bit. My spot is up here on the left. And there is some sun. All right, so I'm going to stop, take a little coffee break, and I'll be back with you. And I'll make a decision what I'm going to do. Wait for a spot that's clear. Yeah, kind of hustle my way across. There's a turn right to the left, and cars could be flying or a motorcycle could be flying down. Take me out. There's the turn to the off-road areas I was talking about. Because down that road, you may be able to see it, maybe not. And heads out to the gulches. Other little community, a lot of little communities along this road. Like Dragon, this would be a good corner for that, but you see the dirt right around the edge of the corner flying. And that would change your grip a little bit. Could make your life interesting. And here's where it's kind of exposed and it's kind of breezy, so sound may be a little muffled noise. Now, down that road, just past, there's a couple frozen lakes, and every year, at least I think every year, they have ice racing there. So people on quads and motorcycles do ice racing. And that is extremely fun to watch. So much fun. Teller County. It is amazing how fast those motorcycles go around on ice. I mean, obviously, very big spikes on the tires. But, I mean, they haul ass. It is shocking how fast they go. But great time, great family event. Lots of families out there taking their kids out, having fun. All right, and straight ahead is Pikes Peak. See, there's a crap ton of snow still up the top there. So I'll go a little ways farther, turn around, start heading back. You can tell it's windy up there. I can see blowing snow. You won't be able to see it, but I can see blowing snow up there. I'm sure it's crazy cold up there, especially with the wind blowing. I'll do this ride again in the summer. This will all be green. Pikes will look dramatic. I'm gonna turn around up here. This road just goes a little bit farther, just a little bit closer to Pikes Peak and into Woodland Park. So you can go there and get food if you want, gas if you need it. But I'm not going to do that today. Pay attention where you're going, though. Look where you want to go.